Today, I will be saying the story of the wild swans. So, once upon a time, there was a huge kingdom which had a king who had 12 children. 11 of them were his sons, and there was one daughter named Eliza. All of them were very talented and were also very quick learners. They had no mother. So the king decided to marry a woman so that she could take care of his children. So the king was married to a woman and he thought that she'll take care of the children. But the woman turned out to be a wild, cruel witch. She was so cruel to the children. One day she decided to get rid of them. And to achieve her goal, she sent Eliza to a remote village. And she cursed the 11 princes. Her curse was that to make this 11 princes into ugly silent birds. But that spell didn't work because the princes were too good at heart to that spell to work. Instead they turned into beautiful and silent wild swans, and they flew away out of the castle. Days passed by, and Eliza missed her brothers a lot. She decided to come out and look for them. She was looking and looking, and she found nothing. And then slowly days passed by, and Eliza grew old. She turned out to be a beautiful young lady. She decided to return back to the castle. When she returned back to the castle, and she first saw her stepmother, who was very cruel to her, in the past days. So as the cruel witch saw Eliza, she pretended to be kind to her, but what she actually did is that she took her to her room and applied a cream on her face, which makes her look ugly. She did that because she was very jealous of Eliza's beauty. So she decided to spoil her beauty, by which the king would send her out of the castle. And her plan worked. The king saw her daughter and told her, "Oh, my daughter won't be this ugly, and this is not my daughter at all. Take her out of my castle." Eliza was thrown out of the castle and was crying. She thought to search for her brothers again. So she started her journey, and she came to a river. She came to the river and washed her face with the water of that river, and she again gained her beauty back. She was very happy, and so she continued her journey. In the way, she saw an old woman. That old woman was collecting some cherries, and she gave a few of them to Eliza and told that there are 11 swans in the river, and all of them had crowns on their head. So I think there could be the brothers you are searching for. Go and search there. Eliza thanked the old woman and went to the river. And then she saw 12 beautiful swans coming out of the horizon to the shore. As soon as the sun has set completely, those 11 beautiful swans have turned into the princess, or her brothers. And then they told what happened, and why they have turned into swans. And they also told that we will turn into human beings after the sunset, and after the sunrise we will again turn into swans. And then her sister and Eliza was so sad for them and told that, "Don't worry, my brothers, I will get this curse out of you." And their brothers thanked her sister. So she went to and some time passed by, and all of them went to sleep. While Eliza was sleeping, she got a dream. In the dream, a magical fairy god appeared who looked similar to the old woman she met in the day. And that fairy told her, "Eliza, oh my poor daughter, what are you thinking?" Then Eliza told her, and then Eliza told her, "I want to get my brothers rid of the curse." And then the magical fairy god said that, "Okay, I have a solution, but it's very painful. Are you ready for it?" And then Eliza told her, "Of course I am ready for it. I will do anything for my brothers." And then the fairy told her, "Okay, this is what you have to do. You have to collect the nettle in the graveyard. You have to crush them, and you have to turn them into coats." And Eliza agreed on that, and she worked really hard on it. And there was one main condition. it was that she should not speak from the starting of the task to the ending of the task, and thus she started her task. She collected nettle, she crushed them, she was starting to weave the coats. And there was also a little mouse who saw Eliza and felt sad for her. So he joined the party, and even he helped Eliza. So things were happening a little bit fast. So one day, Eliza was weaving the coats, and the nettle completed. So she went out to collect some more nettle. So while she was going out to collect the nettle, she uh, she was stuck at the night. She was so scared, and then a king came by who offered Eliza a stay in the home a stay in his castle for the night. And Eliza went there, and the king also bought her weaving equipment and the nettle so that she could be felt as if she is at home. And even there she started weaving, and she almost completed. And she again ran out of nettle, so she again went to the graveyard to collect some nettle. This time the king caught her and said, "What are you doing? Are you a witch?" Then she was unable to speak, right? So because of her silence, all of the soldiers and even the king thought that she was a witch. She was a cruel wild witch. That's what they thought. But it was not the right thing, was it? They were mistaken, and they decided to banish her on an island. She had 10 days before she could be banished on the island. So for those 10 days she was imprisoned. So even in the prison she was worrying about her brothers and her task. She didn't know what to do, and that was her last day before she could be banished from the island. So what actually happened is that a soldier came into the prison and gave all the 10 coats and gave all the 10 coats which she weaved in the meantime. And a little rat came from the window and gave her the weaving equipment and the nettle she needed. So by the help of the rat, she completed her task. She was she and it was the and it turned she completed her task and she went to sleep. The next day, she was and the next day all the preparations were made to take her and banish her on the island. While she was just about to enter the ship which takes her to the island, there was 11 flying swans appeared and blocked the way for the ship so that her sister could be saved. And then her weaving completed, right? So she spread all the 11 clothes on the swans, and the swans turned out to be her brothers. Everyone was fascinated, and now as the task was completed, she could speak. And then she said what actually happened, and they imprisoned the cruel wild witch or her stepmother for her cruelty. And then Eliza married the king, and Eliza married the king, and led a happy life from there. Thank you.